what really hinders you is when they get 2 or 3 wide, and there's just nowhere for you to go. 17's obviously good on this restart, but if you look at the track, it's just blocked. And that's when you want to be making the passes. Is right now, it's when the tires are their best. You got a restart violation. That would be the 2, so that was too early. Double whammy. And I did believe it looked a little aggressive and early. Yeah, you can't go before the start-finish line.
I mean, every restart today, someone is pulled wide. And I was going to say that earlier. Got to keep an eye on it because if you jump out of line too early, you're going to get penalized. Against Jesse Love, his things are tight. Byron's not messing around, is he?
He's got to go. They tell him there's 1/2 race to go, but you still have to get going. You've got to get through this traffic, get out of this dirty air, and have a chance to take care of those tires. If we get a long run here, you want to have something for the late in this run, but you've got to make ground now because the cars are the closest together they're going to be. But look at that in front of all that traffic. Gets super sideways, trying to go to the middle now, and just trying to get away from these cars. This is incredibly difficult.
Well, I mean, I feel like we've watched him pass 10 cars, but if you look, he's only actually passed 5 since the restart, and they're definitely going to be easier as they're bunched up, to get more than 1 a lap. You see him go to the inside right here of Dean Thompson. They're just going to continue to get harder and harder to pass as you get towards the front. But if that 17 car continues to be really good on the long run, if this stays green, he might be able to work his way back up.
If he gets by Dean Thompson, that will be 21st. Next car he'll see, Harrison Burton, 25, has struggled today. Josh Williams in the 11th. All of his 4th position is the 7. Jesse Love, 6 consecutive top 10 finishes at 1.5 track. It's going to be tough to come back from this in the final stage.
It feels like you're going 2 miles an hour as you drive down pit road. And everyone else is
really modified series.
So mad at himself for making a mistake.
Beautiful paint scheme.
When he goes back and looks at it, you'll see that it was really early. Right. It was really easy call for NASCAR there. One thing that's a positive for William Byron, we heard Kim mention, is that they actually loosened that car up. It was already tight when it was out in clean air.
Nothing like it on a good Memorial Day weekend, right, guys?
You only get a bit tight in these Xfinity cars as you lose
pit stop. And it's just another in a long list of issues this team has had lately. DNFs in 3 of the last 4 and pops the wall here.
And no excitement from the WZO team on what happened here. So he's already in the wall at this point. We don't know if the right front maybe went down before that. You had scuffed the wall a little bit earlier on. We've seen so many cars do that. We've seen him run the wall, really committed on running the wall. He's usually one that does commit to getting up right on that wall. And that's the margin of error that you have when you do that.
He's the pit boss. He's always going to be having problems in that car. You got to be in the pits all the time.
He's being shown 27th now, and if you look bottom right in our bumper, he is now fallen below the playoff cut line. There's 2 reasons for that. One, he's had problems.
Whoa, boys.
But hey, if they keep doing that, the next car they're going to see, William Byron, who's a couple of seconds back, but he's starting to reel him in a little bit.
They're getting ready to hear 17 outside.
Yes, they are.
That was the same move they tried about 10, 20 laps earlier. Just fires it off on the inside of 3 and slides all the way up in front of Carson Waddle. I think this time it's obviously stuck.
Yeah, Carson got kind of choked down by a lap car, which allowed Sammy to get that run.
As we watch these guys battle, Brandon Jones, Austin Hill, a couple of veterans. 74 laps to go. Let's talk strategy for a minute. Most everyone's got 2 sets of tires left. We know you're going to have to make 1 more pit stop in regard to...
I think it depends on who you are, and if you're trying to leapfrog the leader, like if you're Zillage or Mayer, you might try to come a few laps early. But most likely you would split this in half, knowing that you have 2 sets of tires left, so you still have something in the bank if we get a caution late.
Gator out front.
I think that
starts. So couple that with a possible issue on the car in front of him.
Come on, baby, light my fire.
And they're holding the 3 of Austin Dillon because he gets the wave around, but they actually fueled the car. You can't do that. So it'll be 22 cars on the lead lap. Everybody coming through the Echo Park. The restart zone. Justin Allgaier out front in the 7. 7
got a great restart. Able to take control of this race and go wherever he wants right now. The 88 actually hung on pretty good on the outside. Going to have a pretty big run down the backstretch. Can he do anything with it? Going to get right to the rear bumper of Justin Allgaier. Push him down the backstretch and get real bumpy there. You got to release him into the corner. Now chooses to go to the middle, trying to get some clean air. Maybe a run on the 7 on the front stretch.
Look at Dean Thompson, guys. 26. How great is he on this restart? You play the strategy right. You come down pit road after running it long. Fresher tires. He's out for 2nd.
Awesome.
This is outstanding. Harrison Burton, who we haven't talked about.
Zillage up high, and Zillage got a little bit too high and then got into the wall. He's gonna be mad about that, no doubt.
Connor's definitely not going to appreciate that.
No, now it's put them both in a bad, vulnerable. Now you see Harrison Burton on the inside. See what Zillage decides to do right here. I know what he'd like to do.
Yeah. He'd like to see that 26 not in his way, and probably not on the racetrack right now.
It doesn't look like the 88's hurt though. I mean, it looks like it still has some pretty good speed. I'd be interested to see if his wheel is knocked out, if any of the alignment. Storm, you see right here the 26. Well, we got on that a little late. He pushed him up quite a bit earlier into the corner.
It was here. There's this move.
Thought he was clear.
Dean tried to clear there, and it just didn't work. We got a caution.
Oh!
41 to Sam Mayer.
Almost got him. Oh, no!
Inside. Okay, you're good.
Oh, my Lord.
My goodness. Are we ready, guys?
That was eventful.
The body language in the booth is unbeatable right
Wow,
now.
that was almost disaster twice.
Oh. Caution of the day for Sam Mayer. Allgaier leads. Harrison Burton second, and the two drivers third and fourth not happy
We hear
with
you,
each
Zillage.
other.